I bought more yarn. Hello friends, welcome back or welcome to this knitting channel. Today is the second episode of the Chaotic Knitting podcast and I welcome you all to get really cozy, get a drink. I've got a matcha iced latte here because it is incredibly hot in Belgium right now. So I hope this will offer me some refreshment. Grab your knitting projects if you like to knit along, and I've got a lot of things to show you guys again today. It's not been that long since the first episode, but I've really worked a lot on my knitting. I had 2 weeks of holiday, and in the second week of my holiday I got COVID when I was visiting Estonia. So I had to isolate, and this meant I was knitting a lot. So you can see that there's a lot of progress that I have to show you guys today. So it's not all bad, I guess. So I'm gonna get right into it. Before we start with the podcast, I also wanted to introduce myself. My name is Els. I'm 28 years old and I'm from Belgium. I work as a doctor for a children's organization. And I also work as a couples therapist. The combination of those two jobs can be quite intense, but usually it still leaves me with a lot of spare time to do, amongst other things, also a lot of knitting. So yeah, and now I would like to show you what I've been working on lately. So, I'm gonna get right into it. The first thing that I want to show you is the finished objects of this podcast. There's only one finished object, but it's a finished object that I'm very happy about, and that's the project that I'm wearing right now. It's the camisole number 3 of My Favorite Things Knitwear. I'm very, very happy with this. It's not blocked yet. Yeah, you know. I'll get to it at some point, but I'm really, really happy with this. It's super comfortable. I find that the model is very flattering, and it's a really nice color. It's a really nice material. So I'm super excited with this. And I think last time that I showed you, I was only right under the armholes, I think. So I got a lot of work done. But yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I'm really, really happy with this garment. I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it. It's the only finished object of this podcast, but I've got a lot of progress on all of my other works in progress. So first thing I'm gonna show you guys is the cursed sweater. And this is it. I call this one the cursed sweater because it's the second time I'm knitting this, and the yoke just gives me so much stress and anxiety. It's unbelievable. But as you can see, I got like so much progress on this. I'm actually at the bottom ribbing right now, so just need to get the ribbing done and then I can finish the sleeves. This is an extra small sweater. It's the first time I've knit something in the size extra small, but it's a gift for my friend. It's I think also one of the first gifts that I knit up, but I really hope that she's gonna like it. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The yarn is beautiful. I really like this kind of different tonal color in the fabric. So super excited with how this is going along. A lot of progress has been done on this one. Hoping to finish it in the next week or 2. That would be great. It's actually really fast. So yeah, I mean, it's really complicated, this pattern. Okay, I'm not going to go back on my words. It's really complicated, but once you get past the yoke, the hard part's over, and then it's not that it goes slowly like this pattern. You can knit it up quite fast as soon as you figure out how to do the yoke, basically. But yeah, really happy that I got past it, really happy that I succeeded again, feeling so proud. And yeah, a lot of progress has been made. I am knitting this one with Holst Garn Alpaca Merino blends. I think it's called Cielo, and the color is Sparrow. And it's, super happy with this yarn. I really would recommend it. Then the second work in progress that I want to show you is the very V-neck sweater from Jessie May Designs. Also, as you can see, I made a ton of progress on this one. So I just finished the bottom ribbing section today, and now I have to do the V-neck finishing and then also work on the sleeves. I didn't expect it to be so cropped. I actually made the body a little bit longer than it said in the pattern, because otherwise it would have been really, really cropped. And I feel like this is a bit my limit, but I really love this. I love this pattern. I think it's gonna look super cool. And the fabric, it's Rowan Yarn Creative Linen in the color Apple. It's really nice. I really hope that I'm gonna be able to finish this in a few weeks and have some enjoyment from it when it's still warm. But yeah, I think it's gonna look super cool. It's also, I think, a very oversized pattern. The needle size that's recommended by this pattern is a 4.5, and I first started it in a needle size 4.5, but then I saw that my stitches were a bit too open for my liking. The material became a bit too transparent, so I restarted it in a 4 millimeters, and I still knit it in a medium. But as you can see, it's still really oversized, which I'm happy with because I quite like this slightly oversized look. And it's always a bit of a risk when you change needle sizes. Yes, this can be solved by knitting a gauge swatch, which I have never done before in my life. So, I have no one but myself to blame. But look, I'm happy that it worked out nicely and also really excited by this. The third work in progress that I have to show you guys is this Brisa dress from Hobby. I showed it in my last knitting podcast. I hope you can see it all the way down. I showed it in my last knitting podcast, and I'll probably keep showing it for a while because it's a project that's gonna take a long time. It's basically a full length dress, like an ankle length dress, knitted on 3 millimeter needles. So yeah. I knit this in the recommended yarn. It's the Tencel bamboo combination from Hobby, the light version, and it's in the color Bordeaux. But I made a lot of progress on it. It's much longer already than the previous time, which you can see, which I'm also really proud of. It's like a super monotonous knit, but I actually really enjoy working on this one. It's nice, like knitting every stitch with this one, even though it's super repetitive, it's still very satisfying in a way. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a long time still, but I don't mind it. Would be nice to be able to wear this one when it's still warm, but we'll see how it goes. I have still 2 other works in progress, and I've got a lot of things on my project list, so yeah, it's hard to predict how fast this is going to go, but really happy also with the progress on this one. Last time I mentioned that I finished this Puff and Go wrap from Spectacle Strick. I actually forgot to mention that I made a little modification on the pattern. The pattern calls for balloon sleeves, whereas I knit mine just straight out. I find that this wrap top already looks very feminine, and for me the combination with a straight sleeve is then a bit nicer because I'd like to keep it a bit more simple if I already have like the more detail from the wrap top and the cords there. So yeah, I didn't knit it exactly the same as the pattern prescribes. But yeah, I'm really happy the way it turned out, and it's a super cool pattern to follow. So yeah, really pleased with this one again. And then I have a lot of acquisitions. Some of you might remember that I said in my last podcast that I wouldn't buy any more yarn.
Flashback.
I kind of made a promise to myself to not buy any yarn for the moment because I'm going on a trip to Scotland in August, and I was thinking, oh yeah, there are sheep in Scotland. They probably have nice yarn there.
And a flashback.
Yeah. So, that didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. I bought a lot of things. I always, when I'm on holiday, I'm like using the excuse that, you know, like I get to visit these yarn stores that otherwise I would never be able to go to, and then I end up buying things. It's really nice, the things that I bought, although I still have my trip to Scotland planned in August, so this is all not going to be good for my wallet, but it just happens, and I'm really excited about the things I bought. So first of all, I'm gonna show you some things that I bought from this store in Vries in the Netherlands. It's called Wol Zo Eerlijk, and it was this really, really adorable shop. They had a lot of really nice yarns. I think they have like more of an ecological mindset with their yarns, which was really cool to see. I didn't buy any yarn there, but I did buy a lot of like accessories and notions and things, all things that I'm really excited about. First of all, I want to share you this project bag that I bought. I'm really excited about this. It's so beautiful. This bag is like really sturdy. Like you can see that it's even hard to tug it close with a drawstring because it's so sturdy, which will be good to protect both other things you're carrying from your needles and protect your needles and your projects themselves. So the design is super cool. The woman who worked in the store told me that this design was made by an Antwerp designer who then has them print out on these knit project bags. So yeah, really cool, and I'm really happy with this one. There were a lot of other designs available and they were all beautiful. I just happened to really like this one with the fox. Secondly, I bought this needle size gauge tool from Likke. Yeah, I have a lot of Knit Pro needles and the numbers are fading off of them, so sometimes it's hard to identify the needle sizes of my needles. So I was looking for this kind of tool, and the store Wol Zo Eerlijk, they had them, and it's super useful. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can just insert the needles and then you can see what their diameter is. So it's a useful tool that I picked up there. Thirdly, I got this detergent by Soak. It's made especially for handmade garments, and it has the yuzu scent. They had different options. They also had fig and others that I don't remember, but I really love yuzu. So yeah, this is the first like really specifically handmade knits detergent that I've ever owned. So we'll get some of that washing done of this pile of shame that I showed you in the last video. Yeah, and really love the design of this bottle. It's super cute. I also got this really adorable yarn snip. It's called by Coco Knits. It's this tiny little yarn shears. Did I need an extra scissor, especially for my yarn? No. It looks really cute, and it's also really satisfying to cut yarn with this. It also has this little protecting sheath, so I think that's also useful. If I'm traveling, then I can take this with me a bit more safely. So yeah, also really happy with this purchase. Then my last purchase from Wol Zo Eerlijk in Vries is this little box of stitch markers from Coco Knits. They're really, really cute. They are these like gold, rose gold and silver colors, and you have different sizes. You have ones that you can clip on as well. I really like them. I used to have these plastic ones that I used for everything, but these are way nicer. So yeah, I'm also really happy with this purchase. The box is a little bit less full already because I put a lot of these stitch markers in my current whips already. So yeah, another benefit is that these big rings, they fit larger size needles than the little plastic clips that I was using before. So for example, the sweater number 5 that I'm working on, it asks for 9mm needles, and these plastic stitch markers, they're too small. So yeah, it's really nice to have some bigger ones as well. That was everything from Wol Zo Eerlijk in Vries. And then the next shop I went to was Eva Vercauteren in Tinarlo. And this is a hand dyeing yarn studio. It was a really beautiful store, and the lady that works there was very friendly as well. Here I did buy more yarn because they had a lot of hand dyed yarn there. It was actually quite hard to choose, but I'm really happy with the selection that I got from there. First, I got 2 skeins of this merino singles in the colorway Plumpy, which is a really cute name. It's 100% merino wool in fingering weight. It has these really nice yellow, green, and a little bit of blue tones. So yeah, it's very beautiful color. And I'm planning to knit the So Summer shirt from Jessie May Designs with this one. I think it's gonna be super beautiful. So it's another one for the knitting projects list, which is steadily increasing in length. But yeah, I'm really excited also about starting this project. So the next thing I got is 3 skeins of this mohair in the colorway North. It's 72% kid mohair and 28% silk, and this is a lace weight yarn. I've got 3 skeins of this one, and I'm planning to knit the Deja Vu cardigan from Hip Knit Shop with this one. I've got another yarn that I think I would like to combine with this one, which I'll show you guys later. But this is a super beautiful mohair. It has green, browns, and a little bit of blue, which I think makes this a super interesting color. Yeah, this is a super beautiful hand-dyed yarn. I'm really happy with this purchase. Then I got another 2 skeins of mohair in the colorway Footloose. This is, yeah, also super beautiful. It has these peachy, pink, brown tones. It's super beautiful. With this one, I'm planning to knit the Zopf sweater by Midori Heroes. Sorry if I don't pronounce that right, but I think it's gonna be very beautiful. Those were all my purchases from 2 yarn shops in the Netherlands. And then the second week of my holidays, I went to Estonia. On the way there, I had a layover in Riga, so I decided to quickly visit the city center there, and I visited a super beautiful yarn store there. They had a lot of handmade items for sale there as well, in a more traditional Latvian knitting style, which was very beautiful to see. And then in the back of the store, they had a lot of yarn that you could purchase. The first thing I bought there was this African Expressions mohair. I'm not exactly sure what the colorway is. I'll add it on the screen later, but this is really beautiful grayish mohair. I'm planning to knit the Freya sweater by Hip Knit Shop with this one, and it asks for 3 strands of mohair. And this yarn was quite affordable because knitting with 3 strands of mohair can be very pricey, but it's actually okay with this yarn. So yeah, I bought I think 12 skeins of this one. It's also, yeah, it feels really soft. It's a really light, yeah, it's a really nice looking mohair. Then I was also planning to knit up the Fruity cardigan by Hip Knit Shop, and I want to do the lemon version. So it's a cardigan that has like these little lemons on the bottom. So I got also from African Expressions, I got a lot of the white mohair to make the body of the cardigan, and I also got some green mohair to make little stems. They didn't have a yellow color that would suit the lemon, but they did have some rowan yarn there as well. So I got this skein of yellow kid silk mohair, which I think would work really nicely for the lemon color. So yeah, also got all the yarn I needed for that project there. So I'm very pleased with that. And then the last yarn shop I made some purchases at was this little yarn store in Pärnu, which is a little city on the coast of Estonia. I don't remember the name exactly, but it was one of 2 yarn stores there, and it was really nice as well. They had a lot of selection of drops yarn there, and it was nice to actually be able to see the drops yarn because I've not seen this one in stores here a lot. The first thing I got there is this drops Puna. It's in the color 2, and it's this really nice beigey yarn. It's in 100% alpaca. I want to knit the Zopf sweater with these ones together, and this one is knitted double. I think it's going to be a really nice color combination. I really love combining a variegated mohair together with a base yarn that's all in the same color. I feel like it gives this really nice muted effect that's still interesting. I need to make a swatch first to see if they work well together, but from looking at them like this, I think they could be a really good match. So really excited about this one. And then the second yarn I bought is this Drops Nord. It's in the color 16. It's like this really nice muted blue-gray color. It's 45% alpaca, 30% polyamide, and 25% wool. And I'm thinking of knitting the Deja Vu cardigan together with this North color that I got. Also, we'll have to make a swatch with these ones. I'm not completely sure if they will work out. It kind of depends on how much the blue comes out in this one, I think, but it could be really nice. Also need to knit this one double and this one single. It could also be a very beautiful combination. That was everything that I had to show you guys today. As you can see, I made a lot of progress on my works in progress, and I finished this lovely camisole, and there were also lots of new acquisitions, but I was very happy to be able to share all of those with you guys. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the second episode of this podcast. I wish you happy knitting, and I hope to see you next time.